The MTV VMAs just happened. And the question I have is, do they still matter? Yes. But just like everything else, not as much as they used to. But the reason why it matters, just look at the performances, dude. It matters to the artist. And if the artists care, they will always matter. Gotta give it up to Tate McRae. Her performance at the MTV VMAs was awesome. She had that confidence, right? She had that confidence, the swag, the persona. I like the little sandbox. It was awesome, bro. She showed off all that flexibility. It was crazy. And but most importantly, man, her performance. Here's what I love about artists. I love artists that work hard. She couldn't pull off that performance without working her butt off. So shout out to Tate McRae. And a performance like that, that shows me that you care. Again, it's all about caring. If the artist cares about the VMAs, they put out those performances like Tate McRae did, then the VMAs will still matter. And apparently, a lot of people tuned into the VMAs this year. 5.5 million people. That's a 42% increase thanks to the CBS broadcast. Yes, for the first time, it was broadcast on network television, CBS, instead of MTV. Let's face it, you know, basically every cable packages or whatever viewing options you have come with CBS, okay? You ain't got to go searching through MTV because nobody watches MTV anymore. Except for, you know, Jersey Shore Family, if you're still watching that. So the ratings went up. People tuned in. The only problem that I had with the MTV VMAs was when it was scheduled. How are you going to schedule against Sunday Night Football? If they didn't go against Sunday Night Football on opening week, by the way, that game was crazy. Bills, Ravens. If they would have scheduled that, you know, maybe a week earlier or maybe later, you know, or not on a Sunday night, going up against football, they probably would have had an even bigger rating and more people would still be talking about what happened at the VMAs. Again, those artists put on great performances. Sabrina Carpenter, of course, man. We talked about her probably headlining Coachella. It looks like that's going to happen. She gave a dope performance and she brought the rain back, dude. The rain. You know what I mean? Bring the rain back in music videos and performances. So shout out to Sabrina for bringing the rain back. She was dope. I actually went to go see her live at Lollapalooza. And I kind of see her. I should say kind of see her. So I had these backstage artist passes, right? So I was like, oh man, we're going to be backstage. We're going to get to watch Sabrina in a good view because her show was packed at Lala. But it just so happened they kicked everybody out from backstage. We had to go into the general population and not that tall, couldn't see nothing. She came out. I saw her when she came up high, and then she came down. After that, she was gone. There was too many people. I got hot. I was like, I gotta go. So I saw a couple of Sabrina songs, but she's dope. She sounded great at Lala. She sounded great at the MTV VMAs. And shout out to her for bringing the rain back to musical performances. A lot of people were comparing her and Tate McRae to Britney Spears. Which, of course, bro, that's just a compliment to Britney. She is the inspiration for these MTV VMA performances. She's an icon. Of course, these girls are inspired by her, and you can see it throughout their performances. You know, I also like the fact that they had the legends out there. Busta Rhymes, icon. Got the Rock the Bells, first ever Rock the Bells award. He's great. Every time brought out Joyner Lucas, Glorilla. And then Mariah Carey, you know what? A lot of people have a lot of things to say about Mariah Carey's performance, like the fact that she didn't move very much. But do I need Mariah Carey to move when she can sing like that? No. She's like, what do you think I got these background dancers for? They're doing all the moving. I'm just gonna get out here and get these vocals, people. All right, I'm gonna give you these vocals. Keep it moving. And then of course she belted out "We Belong Together." I mean, all time, one of the greatest songs of all time. So shout out to Mariah. And her and Busta Rhymes, they've recently received MTV Awards and BET Awards. If you're wondering, they're both owned by the same company, okay? BET, MTV, owned by Paramount, aka Skydance. Skydance just bought Paramount, CBS, all that stuff. So there you go. They're all under the same company. So I wonder if they're going to keep doing this. If you win a BET Award, you also get like a Lifetime Achievement Award at the MTV VMAs. Maybe they'll just keep that going. You know what I mean? I do think the VMAs is more of a pop show though, because that was like Busta Rhymes was like the only hip hop element really. I know they had something with Gunner where like he was doing like a halftime show, but that felt more like of a commercial. You know what I mean? So I would like them to see. I would have liked them to have like more current hip hop acts, even though they brought Glorilla out for Busta Rhymes. But you know, maybe next year. I like the rock representation. That's what the MTV VMAs is. It is a hybrid of all the genres. You know, I hope they get back to that. It's real heavy pop lately. But I hope they get back to a representation of all the genres. Somber was dope. You know what I mean? Somber, the tribute to Ozzy was dope too. So yeah, man, VMAs pretty good show. I would say like not super memorable moments, but good performances. It was a tight show. I mean, CBS had them on a tight schedule. They were done at 10 p.m. They're like, you got to go. This is network television. Can't be hanging around all day. So overall, I thought the show was good. I liked the performances. It wasn't like the most memorable VMAs of all time. Obviously, we had plenty of crazy moments back in the day, and I don't think we'll ever get those moments again. It's kind of harder now these days to have something that sticks in people's minds at an award show. I don't even remember what happened at the Grammys last year, besides Kendrick wearing that Canadian tuxedo. All right, guys, subscribe to my channel, ESKO. Let's go. Turn on those notifications. We'll be back with more music news soon.